Hey guys, just a shout out from my assistant chef Bo. Remember, Bo always says, eat your veggies. Hey guys, it's Bill with another segment of World's Healthiest Eating Plan. Today, we're going to show you how to do Superman stew. This is a phenomenal recipe and I eat this every single week. You're going to want to fix this weekly as one of your main food groups. Now, we do the stew because, roasting vegetables is a phenomenal way to eat them, because when you roast a vegetable, in its own juices, that caramelization occurs, and it's just, the flavors are out of sight. The problem comes in with vegetables that we don't want to miss out on these greens. Collard greens, spinach, turnip greens, kale. But it's hard to roast this because these are so thin and so fragile. So what we have to do with this is put them in the stew. I'm going to show you how to do the Superman stew. It's really easy. First off, you start with a soup pot like this, and you see how big this is. Now this is bigger than your normal soup pot, simply because I cook so much of this, I don't want to do two soup pots, I'd rather do one big one. You do it according to your needs. If you don't need this much, use a regular size. First thing we're going to start with is collard greens, and these are all frozen, and these are inexpensive. Get them in your local supermarket. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up, just flip off the top, and I'm pouring these all in the pot, just like that. Next thing, I'm going to put some mushrooms. Mushrooms are phenomenal. Remember, mushrooms fight cancer in 3 different ways. And of course, so do all the greens. They did a famous study not too long ago with 50,000 black women. They found out that the 2 vegetables that stop breast cancer, even started reversing breast cancer, were carrots and what we just put in, collard greens. Who would have figured? That's why these are the most phenomenal cancer-fighting things you can eat. I'm going to save some of these mushrooms for another recipe, so I'm going to use about half of these white button mushrooms. So I'm going to save half for later. Next is Brussels sprouts. These are right at the top of cancer-fighting vegetables. Number 1 is garlic, and then the onion family, and then you have the green cruciferous vegetables, kale being number 1, broccoli, and then you have the Brussels sprouts in there. These are phenomenal cancer fighters. Put those in there. Next is carrots. You notice we have them cut up. Remember, you always want to cut up your vegetables, because when you cut up a lot of these vegetables, that's where the nutrients are released. You actually have to pierce the skin. You have to cut, and then a chemical reaction takes place. So you don't want to do them whole. You want to do them sliced, chopped, shredded, whatever. So here's a whole thing of carrots. Next, you can use red beans, black beans, field peas, snap peas. This is crowder peas. And I just like to use at least a bean in this, because beans are unbelievable fiber and they're unbelievably healthy for you. Right, next, this is the queen of green cruciferous vegetables, kale. You've all heard a lot about kale, how it's a superfood. It's over 1,300% of your vitamin K alone. This is phenomenal. Now, if you notice, this says baby kale. I like baby kale. It's more tender. It tastes just like spinach, and you can get it fresh or frozen. So we're going to cut this open. Pour all this in. Next, we're going to do some green beans. I like the Italian cut green beans. They're all the same. Remember, the thing that makes green beans green, the chlorophyll, big cancer fighter. So here we go, green beans. We're not going to forget our spinach. Spinach is a superfood. Pour spinach in. Spinach is a superfood. And lastly, nice turnip green. Put these in there. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up a few inches from the top of water. I'm going to put it on the stove and I'm going to bring it to a gentle boil. And it'll take probably 30 minutes to cook this, because most of this, as you notice, is the green leafy vegetables. It's not going to take a long time to cook it. So the next thing, we're going to cook it down. We're not going to bring it to a rapid boil. We're just going to bring it to a gentle boil. And then after that, I'm going to drain them. I'm going to dress them up with some EVOO, some spices, and show you how that works. So I'm going to hit the stove with this right now. Let me show you real quick before I go what this looks like inside here. See how much we've got going? This is going to make about 6 quarts of delicious veggies. Now we can use these straight up in a bowl. We can eat them cold, we can eat them hot, we can eat them, I love to put these on our power wraps, okay? But look how much we got going here. So I'm gonna head on over to the stove now and get these fixed. All right guys, now we have cooked our Superman stew. It's been cooking for about 30 minutes on a gentle boil. And if you notice over here, I've got the big pot. I want to show you that. I cook a lot of this, but most people are going to cook in a soup pot about this size. I use this because otherwise I have to use 2 of these. But it's according to your need, whatever you need. Now I'm going to take these vegetables. I'm going to let you look at them down here. They're all in here, all the greens, collard greens, spinach, carrots, green beans, mushrooms. Over here. Down here, I use two colanders because there's so much of them. Okay, and I'm gonna set this here, up here, and then I'll let these kind of drain down. Okay, and then after that, you can see they're pretty much drained out. You see all the beautiful vegetables there together. I'll come over here. I'm gonna pour them back in. Okay. Another colander, pour these back in. Okay. And I'm going to try to let you come over if you can look inside here. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to dress these out. I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil. I'm putting about a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil on these. Okay. And then I want to put liberally, probably a couple of heaping tablespoons of chopped garlic. Remember, garlic, #1 cancer fighter. Okay, and then I'm going to put some garlic salt, okay, like this. And I'm going to put some lemon pepper, okay, and then I'm going to take my spoon here and I'm going to mix these up. I'm just going to kind of toss all this together. See how I'm doing? Blending all this up, all the garlic's blending. You're not going to get a mouthful of garlic, it's all blending up. Brussels sprouts, the beans, the carrot, crowder peas, mushrooms, spinach, kale, collard greens, turnip greens. Okay, and there you go, there's the hot pot. Now, I want to show you how I save these. I'll take these little containers like this, little Tupperware. Fill these up like this. This will make, what we've done here, will make about 6 quarts of this. I'll put a top on it. That goes into the refrigerator, and you've got a whole week's supply. You can take and eat these cold. You can eat them hot. Microwave a bowl for about 3 minutes. Spice them up, and any kind of spices you want on there. They make excellent power wraps. You know, you lay your wrap out with your hummus, your guacamole, and then lay on your Superman stew vegetables, and you can add whatever. They're terrific. You can eat this. You'll never get tired of it. There's nothing healthier, hardly on the planet you can eat than more of this. And you're talking low calorie, high fiber, top of the chart antioxidants, top of the chart vitamin, nutrients, minerals, all that. And this is one of our main food groups. So enjoy, and I'll see you next segment.